Hey everyone, welcome back to BikeBeat. Today, we're diving into one of the most balanced and versatile adventure bikes of the year, the 2025 BMW F 750 GS. This motorcycle sits right in that sweet spot where everyday comfort meets true adventure capability. It's built for riders who love the idea of exploring beyond the city limits but don't necessarily want the size, weight, or cost of the massive GS flagships. The F750 GS brings the same DNA, the same rugged design language, and that unmistakable BMW quality, just in a more manageable, approachable package. The first thing you notice about the bike is its stance. It looks confident, tall, and ready for action, but it doesn't come across as intimidating. The proportions are spot on, not too bulky, not too slim, and that iconic GS beak at the front instantly connects it to BMW's adventure heritage. Every line, every angle has purpose. The 2025 model refines the look even further, with sharper LED lighting, cleaner bodywork, and fresh color options that make it look both sporty and premium at the same time. Underneath that familiar GS shell sits an 853 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled, and tuned to deliver around 77 horsepower and about 83 Nm of torque. On the road, it's smooth, predictable, and genuinely satisfying to ride. BMW has done a great job making this engine flexible. There's plenty of torque down low for relaxed cruising, and enough top-end pull to have fun when the road opens up. The power delivery feels mature and refined, never jerky or abrupt. It's that kind of engine that lets you ride all day without fatigue. The 6-speed transmission is slick, and the clutch is light, making it effortless in stop-and-go traffic or on twisty roads. Performance-wise, it's capable of around 190 km/h at the top end, though this isn't about outright speed. What stands out is how composed the bike feels at any pace. Whether you're cruising at highway speeds, weaving through urban traffic, or exploring back roads, the F750 GS feels balanced and stable. At about 224 kg wet, it's no featherweight, but BMW's engineering makes it feel lighter once you're rolling. The center of gravity is low, and the chassis geometry helps it turn in easily, which makes low-speed maneuvers surprisingly simple for a mid-sized adventure bike. The suspension setup is tuned more for road comfort than hardcore off-road abuse, and that's perfectly fine for what this bike is meant to do. With around 170 mm of travel front and rear, it soaks up rough roads with ease and stays planted on uneven surfaces. You've got a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear, giving that ideal blend of agility and mild off-road readiness. On asphalt, the handling is confidence-inspiring. The bike feels nimble yet planted, with a predictable front end and a comfortable, compliant rear. Braking duties are handled by twin 305mm discs up front with 2-piston calipers, and a 265mm single disc at the rear, all managed by BMW's standard ABS system. The feel at the lever is firm and progressive, just what you'd expect from a premium touring machine. Add to that automatic stability control and multiple ride modes, and you've got a bike that's ready to adapt to whatever the weather or road throws at you. The standard modes are rain and road, and in some markets, you can opt for dynamic or enduro settings for even more flexibility. One of the things that make the F750 GS stand out in the adventure crowd is accessibility. Not everyone wants or needs a towering seat height. BMW offers several options here. The standard seat sits at around 815 mm, but there are lower variants that bring it down to about 770 mm. This makes the bike approachable for a wide range of riders, including those who might have found the taller GS models intimidating. The ergonomics are spot on too. The riding position is upright and relaxed, the bars are wide, and the pegs are perfectly positioned for both seated and standing riding. You can spend hours in the saddle without discomfort. The design and finish of the 2025 model continue BMW's reputation for top-notch craftsmanship. Everything feels solid, from the frame welds to the switchgear. The LED headlight and taillight give the bike a sharp, modern identity, and the TFT color display brings a tech-savvy edge. That display isn't just for show, it integrates Bluetooth connectivity, navigation, call control, and media options, all through BMW's app. It's intuitive and crisp, even under sunlight. Add in premium touches like heated grips, a USB port, and optional keyless ignition, and it feels like a bike that's been engineered for the real world. On the move, the F750 GS feels incredibly refined. The engine's vibration is minimal thanks to BMW's counterbalancer system, and the exhaust note is pleasant, not loud, but purposeful. The seat is comfortable for both rider and passenger, and the suspension's compliance keeps things smooth over long distances. This is the kind of bike you can ride from sunrise to sunset without aches or fatigue. Fuel capacity sits at about 15 liters, which translates to a practical range of around 300 kilometers, depending on riding style. That's decent for touring, though long-distance riders might wish for a slightly bigger tank. The fuel economy is another strong point, roughly 4 liters per 100 kilometers in mixed riding, which makes it efficient for its class. Price-wise, you're looking at around 765,000 Cuban pesos in the Philippines for the base version, and it'll vary depending on your country's taxes and specs. It's not cheap, but you're getting what you pay for BMW's engineering, quality, reliability, and that signature GS experience. For many riders, it's the perfect way into the BMW adventure lineup without breaking the bank. Now, the F750 GS isn't pretending to be an extreme off-road weapon. It's more of an all-rounder, a touring and everyday companion with light off-road potential. Gravel roads, trails, uneven tarmac, it'll handle those without drama. But if your adventures involve deep sand, rocky climbs, or technical terrain, you'd be better off with the higher-spec 850 GS or 1300 GS Adventure. Still, the 750's comfort and agility make it far more enjoyable for real-world use. It's a bike built to be ridden daily, not just displayed in a garage. The beauty of the F750 GS lies in its balance. It's sophisticated but not complicated. It has technology that works with you, not against you. It's powerful but still friendly enough for intermediate riders. It doesn't demand that you be an expert, it encourages you to explore and grow as a rider. It feels just as happy tackling a mountain pass as it does sitting in city traffic. What truly sets it apart from its rivals, like the Triumph Tiger 850 Sport, Yamaha Tracer 7 GT, or Suzuki V-Strom 800D, is refinement. Every input feels deliberate and polished. There's no roughness, no unpredictability. You can tell this is a bike developed by a brand that understands long-distance riding and rider comfort. The suspension, the throttle, the seat, everything works together seamlessly. There are, of course, a few small compromises. The tank could be a bit bigger, and the standard windscreen may not offer enough protection for taller riders. Some might find the price premium hard to justify against Japanese competitors. But for those who value craftsmanship, technology, and the assurance of BMW engineering, the F750 GS absolutely delivers. When you finish a long ride on this bike, what stays with you isn't just the performance, it's the ease, the refinement, and the confidence it gives you. It's a machine that feels alive but never unruly. It's practical, stylish, and capable of transforming your daily commute into something genuinely enjoyable. So, if you're looking for a motorcycle that can do it all, a bike that's reliable, refined, and ready for whatever the weekend brings, the F750 GS is absolutely worth a test ride. That's the 2025 BMW F750 GS, balanced, confident, and beautifully built for the kind of adventures most riders actually take. Thanks for watching BikeBeat. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Would you pick the F750 GS, or go for one of its bigger brothers? Let us know, and as always, ride safe, stay curious, and keep the adventure alive.